you tell us why is it important to follow an authentic spiritual teaching?
To follow an authentic spiritual teaching is vital. And the reason is simple. When you're following an authentic teaching literally means a teaching that has been proven itself, has been used for many years, could have been even thousands of years in some cases, and that has been verified by people who have reached full success. And when I say full success in a spiritual path, we mean people that have reached the full state of enlightenment. And those people have, so to speak, put a stamp of approval on that path, saying that this path will bring you to spiritual success. And that's important because if we follow a spiritual practice of any kind which is not coming from an authentic background, then we're talking about something which is more of an improvisation, something that was created in many cases by people perhaps with a lot of good intentions. Could be. But good intentions are not good enough. As Dante said in the Divine Comedy, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. And that's why having a lot of good intentions and creativity and, sweetness, it doesn't really matter. You create a path. If you are not in a place where your vision is global, it's panoramic because you've reached a state of enlightenment, a self-realization state or something of this kind, then what you're doing is you're trying to create a way for people to evolve, which is simply not verified, and that can lead to all kinds of complications. Either it would simply not yield results, and then you invest time, perhaps money, whatever, to go in that path, and you just don't get anywhere. You feel that you have some nice effects, perhaps, but they're mostly superficial. Or, it gets worse, it might even cause that you cause damage, because if you're following a spiritual teaching which is not authentic, nobody can verify or make sure that the steps that you take, the efforts that you make, the sacrifices that you make are actually getting you what you need, and they might even work against you, and you might find yourself in a place where you cause damage to yourself. So whatever the direction we're following here, we definitely want to make sure that we verify that the spiritual teaching that we are following is indeed authentic. But the biggest question is, how do we know if a teaching is authentic or not? For that, there's a few ways to discover. One of them, which is the most obvious, is to simply check and see if people who have completed that kind of a teaching, or at least have advanced properly in that teaching, have generated these kind of spiritual results that we're talking about, such as a higher state of consciousness, self-realization. Even that can be challenging because it's known that some people simply fake those states. They try to kind of look spiritual, but they might not have had some big changes in themselves. And for that, you need to be very vigilant, and you need to simply spend time with such a teacher and see if indeed that teacher is authentically spiritual, or perhaps that teacher is just faking it. And then you know if the spiritual teaching that he or she is giving is indeed authentic or not.